President Donald Trump's administration recently announced a 25% tariff on Canadian imports, igniting a fresh trade dispute between the two neighboring nations. In response, Canada has devised a multi-pronged strategy to counter these economic measures, demonstrating resilience in the face of economic aggression. Among the most notable responses is British Columbia's plan to impose tolls on U.S. commercial vehicles traveling through the province to reach Alaska. This bold move, alongside a nationwide push to diversify trade, underscores Canada's determination to protect its economy and sovereignty. Canada's national response to U.S. tariffs. The Canadian government swiftly delayed its second wave of retaliatory tariffs, valued at $125 billion, but maintained initial tariffs on $30 billion worth of U.S. goods. The delay, set until April 7th, allows for further diplomatic engagement while keeping pressure on the U.S. administration to reconsider its tariff decision. However, Canada is not waiting passively and is taking decisive economic action to safeguard its industries. To reduce dependence on the United States, Canada is aggressively seeking new trade partnerships. Federal and provincial governments are ramping up trade with Europe, Asia, and Latin America, leveraging existing agreements such as the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, CPTPP, and the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CETA. The federal government has introduced grants and financial incentives to help businesses shift their exports away from the U.S., ensuring long-term economic stability. British Columbia's strategic move, tolling U.S. trucks to Alaska. Among the most striking retaliatory measures is British Columbia's plan to impose tolls on U.S. commercial vehicles traveling through the province to reach Alaska. This decision comes as BC Premier David Eby seeks to send a direct message to President Trump, Alaska's Republican representatives, and the state's governor. By leveraging British Columbia's crucial geographic position as a transit route between the contiguous United States and Alaska, the province aims to exert economic pressure on American stakeholders. While the number of affected trucks is relatively small, Premier Eby insists the tolls represent a strategic warning to the U.S. administration. Beyond tolls, British Columbia is also implementing new policies to strengthen its internal economy, including mandating that low-carbon fuel additives for gasoline and diesel be sourced from Canadian producers, eliminating internal trade barriers within Canada to strengthen domestic commerce, halted the purchase of American liquor in BC's government-run liquor stores, prioritizing Canadian alternatives. Provinces, taking a stand against U.S. trade policies. Other provinces have also announced retaliatory measures to push back against Trump's tariffs. Nova Scotia banned American companies from bidding on provincial government contracts, doubled tolls on U.S. trucks, and removed U.S.-made alcohol from liquor stores. Alberta vowed to unveil its own countermeasures within 24 hours, calling for national unity and the prioritization of key energy projects. Newfoundland and Labrador removed U.S. products from government shelves and focused on expanding trade with Europe and other global markets. These actions highlight a nationwide effort to reduce reliance on American imports and fortify Canadian industries against future economic instability. Canada's legal and diplomatic challenge. Canada has also pursued legal avenues to challenge the tariffs, arguing that the measures violate the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, and World Trade Organization, WTO, regulations. Under these agreements, blanket tariffs such as those imposed by the Trump administration are prohibited unless justified under a national security exception. The U.S. has attempted to justify the tariffs by citing concerns over fentanyl smuggling, but Canada dismisses this as a misuse of trade law provisions.